People will say that their horses are bad to bridle, and that's probably true, but I think what it really is that the horse is head shy, and that they haven't taken the time to do the work to get him used to yielding his head, and same thing around his mouth. So what I'm doing here, this is about the position where I bridle. I like to have them bring their head down to about my waist, so I can get the bit in their mouth, but then be able to pull up on the head stall to get the bit into his mouth. Notice I keep my head off to the side so that if he does throw his head up, gets startled or anything like that, he doesn't knock me out with his head. What I'm doing is just putting a little pressure on the top of his head. I can't push his head down. There's no way. He's way stronger than me. And then when he yields to that pressure, then I release it and pet him and reward him. But right here I'm putting my finger just inside his lip and massaging that to relax him. They kind of like that. And then I'm getting down to the size of about a 8-year-old kid. That if a kid is going to use this horse and be able to bridle him, he's going to have to be able to come down, yield his head down to the person. So I'm working on him with that. So there he's putting his head back up. So I put a little pressure on, release, 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 and then reward him. Make it real comfortable for him to have his head down there. Getting short again.
There you go.
And now he's kind of relaxed to just letting his head relax there. So again here I'm just showing how his mouth will get chomping and licking his lips and chomping his mouth. It's kind of the same motion as when they're eating. It's very relaxing to the horse, and it's also getting his mouth used to me. I did both sides and getting him used to having me putting something in his mouth, so that helps with getting that bit in there when we get to that point. Here's a closer look.
So reaching right inside his lip here, not into his teeth, but just there's a big old flap of lip there you can get your finger into, and push it all the way up into the back. Watch out for those teeth, and just massage that. And it gets them moving their lips and chomping, which is relaxing to them. That's what I was doing while he had his head down, getting relaxed. Put your head in there. All right.
Just a little bonus here. You'll see when I go to tie him to this fence rail that I don't actually tie him to it. He's pretty used to yielding to that rope, and he'll stand there if he thinks he's tied. But I'm not tying him fast to this fence because he could probably pull that thing over if he really had a wreck, and that could do a lot of damage to the fence and to him.